10 years ago, this congregation took a risk. They hired a minister with only 4 years' experience in a church that had 70 members. This was a big risk. Maybe not as big of a risk as firing a coach with a winning record and hiring one with a losing record, as Wake Forest recently done, but nevertheless a risk. The search committee at that time of transition was guided by hope. Somehow they knew that there would be a good match and some wonderful things happened. You are about to be in that position again. Looking for a minister can be an anxious process. But I encourage you to follow your hopes and not your fears. A minister is like a coach, and the congregation is the team. The performance of the congregation depends upon the members. The minister may be a catalyst, but the real work is done by the congregation. And when you saw how much stuff we're moving around here, I know there's a lot of work being done. During the next years, you'll be discerning who you are and what you want to do. But this work has already begun. In 2009, the long-range planning team outlined where you want it to be in 5 years, and they will be presenting some of that information in just a little bit. But last year was a pretty unique year. There were at least 3 big surprises. Large sums of money became available for landscaping. The house became available for sale, and your minister is leaving. That was unplanned for, and this year you've responded, and you continue to respond. Things can feel quite chaotic. And when things are in flux, people tend to worry and let anxiety rule their thoughts. The emphasis is on preventing bad things from happening, instead of working all the harder to make good things happen. To grow to 450 people, as the long-range planning says, you will have to be aggressive and use your assets actively to invite people to this space for social action projects and for celebrations, because this group parties like no other congregation. I'm going to miss that, because I know that you guys do an excellent, wonderful job of inviting people in and serving them good food. Build on these strengths. The infrastructure of the welcoming people is in place, and I'm excited by the work that Karen's doing with the membership committee, and Pam is doing an incredible job with adult REs and those connection groups that are ways to deepen relationships when there's so many people that you don't know everybody and it's impossible to know everybody. The connection groups that Pam has been working on and shaping on and that have been expanding help people deepen their relationship to this committee, and it's just something great that's happening. The closed closet is a great start. And then the people who may be attracted to by the closed closet may not be able to pledge at the current average of this congregation. And the solution to that is you just need more of them. 2 people pledging 500 is the same as 1 pledging 1,000. And you make up the difference. And not everybody who comes here brings financial wealth, but there are other gifts. Young adults that come in who are in grad school. I remember in grad school, I basically sold half of my cassettes for macaroni and cheese. That's just kind of how I lived for a year. But they bring a passion and an energy. And retirees often have fixed incomes, and their annuity has shrunk incredibly over the past couple years. But what they do have is the gift of time, to have things available during the day for people. I encourage you to listen to yourselves and listen to the long-range plan. There are some great players here, and you have great ideas, and the long-range planning committee has listened, and they have held up a mirror of saying, yeah, this is what you said you want to be. Now let's do it. And so I turn the rest of this over to them because they have a presentation, because we have accomplished so much of the 5-year plan in the first year. It's just remarkable.
Well, good morning. I'm Ken Maxwell, and I'm here representing the Long Range Planning Committee.